game.
All right.
All right, let's have a quick peek. I'm actually going to go look at the rule set while the countdown is running.
All right. While you're doing that, can I take us in? Or
Yeah, go.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Game 1 of Warship Masters Invitational. This is China versus China. TSYM versus TSYMQ. TSYMQ we have seen before in King of the Seas. TSYM we have not. So the Q stands for quality. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the lineups on Hotspot. To the north, TSYM is bringing with them a Druid, a Grozovoy, a Z52, a Colbert, a Zhao, test ship Zhao, a Napoli, and an Annapolis. Now you'll see that there are two bars that are highlighted. These are considered flagships. The rules state that a flagship can be used only twice in the duration of the tournament. So the choice to bring in Annapolis and Napoli right now means that these teams can only use these two ships one more time.
For the entire rest of the event.
Right, for the entire rest of the event. So these guys maybe don't feel as comfortable and want to just deal a knockout blow right away with ships that are of much higher value. You'll note to the left and to the right, there are point values next to each of the ship icons. There's a what is that, 100 points?
100 points.
That teams can distribute. And each ship class has a different point value. That's why you see Zhao, for example. Zhao is relatively cheap. Colbert is even cheaper, which scratched my head and Raptors as well yesterday.
Yep, Colbert being a dirt cheap ship in this format. One of the things about Hotspot, we're going to get some very quick action at sea here. Already seeing it now, the Z52 and the Druid opposing each other. Druid now locked up on the Z52 Hydro. Now, Zath, I did take a quick look at the rules while you were doing lineups. There is no limit to how many numbers of flagships that you can take in a game. Now, that is a change from previous iterations of the tournament. The restrictions are now that you can only bring those ships a total of twice over the entire event.
Yeah, historically, for everybody who is new to the tournament, each team could bring a flagship, and if they lost that flagship in battle, it was gone for the rest of the tournament. So
all right,
it's a big change.
Quick look at the TSYMQ lineup here. They are running Clausewitz, German, strong German, Edgar and Colbert, fronted by Grozovoy, Double Druid, and Ragnar.
Ragnar is a good pick. Always a good pick, but she's probably expensive. Yeah, 21 points.
Yeah, 21 points. I would expect Ragnar to be quite pricey. In fact, if I'm reading the map correctly, old James's Ragnar here in the B cap's going to have a little bit of torpedo problems soon. Requiem's Hydro is up. They've got those well spotted. My apologies. I just caught it.
What I find interesting, Raptor, is that neither team has opted to bring a battleship.
No battleships. Yeah, I get the impression, TSYM's Colbert kind of caught out here, having to run from the Edgar. Now also sort of broadside to the other Colbert to the south.
He's got a couple turrets that are out, but he doesn't care about that. He cares about survivability right now.
He's got bigger problems.
He's staying alive.
Finally manages to go undetected there. C remains contested. Both teams ticking a cap. Just realizing I have my music turned on, but it's so quiet you can barely hear it. I'll have to work on that between games.
I actually like it that way because when I release it to YouTube later, you just have that slight background and that's
it. No, I want a little bit of it. Well, the TSYM Colbert opting to take some more shots at the Druid. That's Wenrow's Druid, but it may cost him his ship as he's now down under 4K, finally going dark again as more shells fall in here.
Yeah, some really good guest shots coming in from, I think that's the Druid.
I got to say, I like what TSYM's doing with this Annapolis, Zath. I feel like the Annapolis is their board piece that's going to win them this game if they can find a way.
I mean, they put a lot of points into the Annapolis and the Napoli. You'd expect those two ships specifically to carry this game.
You've got to get some value out of these things. You only get to use them twice, and it's not twice until you can continue to use them until they're sunk. It's more that you only get them twice. So here in game one, TSYM going hard all in on this game.
Gotcha. Right, okay.
Does look like they're going to succeed in pushing the Z52 out of the C cap. Wenrow's Druid Moving up, his Hydra, of course, running longer than the German Hydra. The German Hydra is simply having more range.
Yep. I mean, Z52 is a good pick on this map.
Yep. I like what these teams... I mean, you can see very clearly TSYMQ opting for a very strong 9-10 line push, a coordinated effort to grab control of C, which pays off, as TSYM opting for maybe a little more passive strategy with the Napoli and the Annapolis originally going to A, pulling them off now, rotating the Annapolis back through mid.
Look at the Edgar with the Z52. Is that Edgar a radar? It is. 20 seconds from now, this will be a dead Z52.
This will be a dead Z52 in moments. It's only a matter of time.
The French radar is being a thing.
Yeah, anyway. They had no idea that Edgar was there. Radar's up in 5.
Mm-hmm. And here comes the circle. Boing.
And there is the circle of death for this particular Z52.
Rock cried out, no hiding place.
Nowhere to hide. Edgar gets about half his HP, and then here comes the Druid.
Oh,
Colbert. And Melody Z52. So in these kinds of formats, I think Druid is quite solid. But, yep, there she goes.
Bam.
Melody, the first casualty of this game, as the Annapolis arrives at sea. Now, there's not a way for us to tell if he's in the middle of using his funny button, right, Zath? Oh,
correct.
Never mind. I just saw it. Oh, my goodness. Look at the AP. Oh, the Colbert. Getting
Colbert
absolutely hammered.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the way we tell is when he vomits out shells.
Pretty much, right.
Y'all wins Grozovoy.
Slightly difficult.
Taking a torp on the 10 line. Gonna take another and go down right here. A little bit of revenge there for that aggressive push.
Very important kill for TSYM.
Big kill for the green team. They needed that. Not quite down 100 points here. Plenty of time on the clock. Still over 13 minutes.
Yeah, initially that TSYM Colbert being pushed back allowed TSYMQ to move up the 9-10 line without vision. So that was brilliant for them.
TSYM making a very bold play here, leaving Joey's Napoli the only ship over here around the A cap, as even TSYMQ is collapsing many of their resources back to sea as well. They catch a glimpse of the Annapolis, and now he starts to burn.
4 ships focus fire on him.
That is a huge, man. If they kill, I'll tell you, if TSYMQ kills this Annapolis, I have no idea how TSYM gets back in this game. I think they have to get this kill.
Yep, and he spotted again, so that's...
yeah. Well, he fired. He was dark for a brief moment, and then he fired. And now the Druid AP on his broadside. The Druid getting shots for free. Here comes the Edgar. This Annapolis is going out, Zath.
Oh, he's gone. His heal just ended, and so did his life.
The focus fire from, like, everywhere.
Yeah. As I zoom out, you guys can all see that. Just Robocopped.
Ah, it is. Okay. Okay. Chat is catching something in my setup that I should have caught yesterday, but it's easy. I will fix it.
Gotcha. All right. No. Well, meanwhile, he's got his Hydra going up. That's keeping the Napoli detected. So that's going to allow TSYMQ to reform. Meanwhile, TSYMQ's Druid in the C cap decided to just default push. I always talk about this when you don't know what to do. A lot of people's instinct is just advance. You don't need to do that. This was not necessary for when roused Druid, but he did it anyway, and he's actually alive. The Grozovoy didn't give battle, probably because of the Edgar. 6 seconds, and the Druid gets to heal. Emperor's Colbert is going to be going down for TSYM, and when that happens, we're talking about
it's going to be a 3-ship. Well, no, that's good. Okay, that's going to tie it up. Yeah, because it's 2 ships. Or that'll be 2 ships apiece. There he goes.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. It's a 2-ship lead. I wasn't counting. Okay, sorry. All discombobulated now.
Doing something else.
It's all right. No, I fixed it. I was waiting for you to finish.
Check out the Grozovoy Druid match. Look at this. Look at this.
I can't believe what I'm seeing right now, Zap. Grozovoy finally realizing he should just go for the ram, but it's going to come too late. Druid just shoots him down, but the Druid now broadside to the other Druid out on the middle of the board. They're fishing. He's burning.
He is burning.
He's going to burn
20
out.
20 seconds, he will burn out.
Yep. He's going to
And
smoke.
then he makes Inky at the end.
He's going to
just
smoke and
because
tell him where
can.
he is and then just die.
One defiant salvo. I love the Druid so much. It's just you point the bow at the enemy, hold down left mouse button,
And then go get a cup of ice cream or something.
do something else with the left hand. Exactly. Good times.
You got to be careful when you say stuff like that, Seth. This is a family-friendly stream, sir.
Hey,
Now,
hey, you went there. I did.
if you're TSYM, I think I would say, okay, so this is another thing, right? Previously, in a match like this, TSYM would want to try and save their Napoli. But now it doesn't matter, does it? Because they only get it one at a time, whether it lives or dies. The survival of the flagship is no longer a relevant mechanic in the tournament.
That is correct. All right, and we got our first death pick of the tournament. Ta-da!
All right, well, the Q did indeed stand for quality in Game 1, Zath, as TSYMQ picks up Game 1.
That's right. So we're going to move on to Warrior's Path next, and let's hope that everything else is working properly.
It's been that kind of day, hasn't it?
Yes.